All right, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. All right, this is Aratazah back again with a quick video through the spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Lord willing, it be edifying. And as you can see, the title is "The Nuclear Missiles Are Biblical." All right, I just wanted to hit a few points. I'm not gonna make the lesson too long, Lord willingly. I just wanted to address a particular these particular Israelites that are not even worthy of mentioning by name, that are basically saying that the nuclear missiles are not biblical or the nuclear missiles are not a part of prophecy, which is a very foolish statement, all right? Because when you read the prophecies concerning Babylon the Great, which is America, it says that it's going to be brought down and destroyed by fire. Now, how is that fire going to come? All right, is it going to come by the way of volcanoes? Is it going to come by somebody lighting a match and throwing the match at the Chevron or the QT station and blowing it up, and that's how America's going to be destroyed? No, man, it's going to come by the way of these missiles. And that's why, starting off the lesson, I have this article up here from the National Interest, which I'm not going to get into the full article. I'm just going to read the headline just so you can see. It says, "Millions would die. Check out China's nuclear war plan against America." All right. And as you can see, they have an image of the nuclear mushroom cloud, which is also described in Revelations, the 6th chapter. All right. Which I actually should have, not think about it, I should have had that queued up. But yeah, these articles that are being posted, they go right into biblical prophecy, because the scriptures tell you that America or Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed by fire. And it's going to come by the way of these nations, all right? You got NATO and the EU, which you have America, which is breaking off from that. And what's going to end up happening is these nations are going to all basically turn on America, and they're going to shoot their missiles, man. Clearly biblical prophecy, all right? As a matter of fact, let me start off with the book of Job, chapter 20. Matter of fact, before I go there, I know I didn't have it queued up, but let me go there since I mentioned it. Revelations chapter 6 in verse let me see, verse 12. It says, Revelation 6:12, "And I beheld when he had opened the 6th seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood." This is talking about when the missiles drop. Okay, pursuing I want to say Isaiah 24:19, if I'm not mistaken, where it says the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and it shall be removed like a cottage. That's talking about when the nuclear bombs drop on America, it's going to shake, which is going to be like an earthquake. Okay, verse 13, "And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken out of a mighty wind." 14, "And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their place, their places." So when it says the heaven departed as a scroll, that's what that's referring to. All right, the heaven, meaning the atmosphere or the sky, departed as a scroll. That looks like basically a scroll type of figure or shape. Okay, because that's what John the Revelator saw, and that's how he depicted it, or that's how he described it. It looked like a scroll rolled together. Okay, and this is after the earthquake happened, which is what the nuclear missiles being dropped. Okay, so I want to go from there to what I had earlier in Job 20, because this is pretty much describing the missile, man. Job 20, and matter of fact, I start from 22, and this is dealing with Esau, in particular, his top elites. It says, "In the fullness of his sufficiency," Job 20 and 22, "and in the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating." This is talking about Esau when he's trying to establish his New World Order agenda. Okay, 24. It says he shall flee from the iron weapon. The iron weapon is talking about the nuclear missile and nothing else. Okay, these guys that are saying that the nuclear missiles are not biblical, these guys are just foolish, man. And they're just teaching basically out of strife, or because Great Millstone teaches about the missiles, they're going to teach against it when it's clearly in the scriptures. Verse 24 again, it says, and he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. Verse 25, and it is drawn and cometh out of the body, which is the what the what do you call it, the silo, or the rocket launcher. It says it is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yeah, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall, right? Because when the missile is shot, it has the fire and the sparks coming out the back. It says what? Terrors are upon him. Yeah, that's going to be a terrible sight when you see hundreds of thousands, if not millions of missiles coming down and rain on America, man. All right. It says 26, all darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. All right. And so America is going to be ultimately consumed by this fire that's coming, man. Okay. 27, the heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. So everybody's going to be against the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, the wicked. Okay, he's being exposed, and ultimately his empire, which is America, is going to be destroyed by fire, which is going to come by the way of nuclear missiles. Okay, so let's go from there to Revelations 17th chapter, because I mentioned how these nations are going to band together and burn America with fire, right? And that's going to come by the way of missiles, man. Revelation 17 and 16, get right to the point. It says, in the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. Now the 10 horns represent the EU, and the beast is NATO, and the whore represents America, all right, which is Mystery Babylon when you read this this whole chapter. But it says, these shall hate the whore. As I mentioned, these nations are basically banding together, and they're all going to basically turn on America, turn on a so-called white man. It says, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. Now, how's that going to occur? How's that going to happen? All right, how are these nations going to burn another nation with fire? Common sense, anybody would tell you, hell, the goddamn devil, the white man, will tell you, yeah, that's talking about missiles. That's gotta be nuclear war. How else is that gonna happen, man? You know, like brothers got an ongoing joke. You know, these nations they're gonna aim their volcanoes at America and shoot lava and all that. That's stupidity, man. You know, it's gonna be by the way of missiles. Okay. Verse 17 says, for the Most High shall put in their hearts to fulfill his will. So this is the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, to destroy America by the way of fire. It says, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, because all these nations, they've rode upon, if you will, that NATO beast system. It says, until the words of the Most High should be fulfilled. So it's going to come a point where they all want to turn, really, they all want to turn against each other. But ultimately, the main enemy is going to be America, all right? Because that's the will of the Most High, to destroy America by fire, all right? 18, the woman which thou sawest is that great city, which reigneth over the kings of the earth, all right? So that's dealing with America. The next scripture is Jeremiah 50. Jumping right to the point, 50 and verse... I'm sorry, verse 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. And this is not talking about ancient Babylon in the past. It's talking about the new Babylon, which is America. Which, by the way, if you don't know, Babylon from the Hebrew word Babal, which means confusion. Okay, when you look around, as we always say, you look around America, from top to bottom, it's nothing but confusion, man. Okay, there's no order, there's no morals. Everything is backwards, is wicked, you know. It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. Yeah, so you look at America. America's like in the middle, and all the other nations surround it. Okay, it says, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she have sinned against the Lord. How is that going to happen? How are you going to shoot just mere arrows at a country? Evidently, it's talking about something greater than that, man. Okay, how these nations that's going to surround a large region just going to shoot mere arrows and shoot, use basically the bow and arrow. Okay, which is pretty much old weaponry, if you will. It's talking about missiles. Okay, verse 15. Excuse me. Shout against her round about. She have given her hand, for her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her, if she have done, do unto her. Okay, yeah. So these nations, they're going to band together round about, and they're going to shoot every last one of their missiles, and not going to spare nothing, man. Okay, and just to back that up, I'm gonna end off with this. All right, show you that these arrows are not talking about literal bow and arrows that you shoot in your backyard or something like that, man. Okay, this is 2nd Ezra's, the 16th chapter, beginning at verse 12. It says, the earth quaketh in the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. For for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss. So ultimately, this is going to be Yahweh Shem Yahushua shooting these missiles at America. All right, he's going to put the spirit on these nations, on these world leaders and these military generals. All right, to push these damn buttons, man. But that's going to ultimately be Yahweh Shem Yahushua shooting these missiles. Okay, this is for the strong. This is for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, and his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss. I believe it goes to that also in I want to say Joel, the 2nd chapter, which speaks about the these men, which is a metaphor for the missiles, which I can go into that also, but just for the sake of time, I'm gonna just quote it, which speaks about them not breaking their rank. Okay, when these missiles are shot, they're going to land on their target, man. It says his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss, when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. So clearly, this is not talking about actual arrows, as if you put them inside of a bow and you shoot it, because you can't shoot an arrow from one end of the earth over to the other. So this is a clear cut, man. Okay, these are talking about nuclear weapons, and when you read on, it goes into the plagues, and it goes into the fire. All right, verse 14. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out. So again, it's going into the fire. What fire is it talking about? The fire is going to come by the way of those nuclear missiles, as well as the fire from the chariots. Okay, it says the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Okay, and that's going to happen by the way of these missiles, man. All right, I'm gonna keep going. 16. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Okay, and there's many plagues, which it goes into that: the famine, the race wars, all right, martial law, the pestilence, various natural disasters. It is all gonna climax, all right, when these nations launch those missiles, man. All right, so I'm gonna end it off there. I could have went to a lot more scriptures, but I just want to hit the point. So the missiles are in the scriptures, man. All right, don't listen to these guys talking about the missiles are not biblical. They're just trying to mislead and just have people just basically follow lies, man. All right, so Lord willing, now it's edifying. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem, Rakak Wadash. Lord willing, to the next video. Shalom.